Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. And we're going to get this show on the road immediately with a couple of oracle cards here. Let's get right down to work and shuffle it up one time for the beautiful Cancer Collective. In late December, we're getting close to the new year, my friends. Let's see what we got for you. And yeah, we're just going to look at these cards real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus spread with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what type of shadow work you might want to lean into in this time. And those spreads have been very interesting. As always, though, only take it if it hits for you. Let's get it going, though. What do we have for the Cancer Collective, please? And thank you. Guys, really hope you're all doing well. And the first card pops out super quick. We have this Empress figure. Creation could be important. Family, mother figures, all those themes. And surprise, surprise, we have that dreamy, thought-based energy that is so common with water signs. But before we fully dive into breaking this down, if you're new here, Cancer, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end. It's your last chance for that. And also, if you're very active or active at all on Twitter, my handle is @KyleofCups. Please feel free to send me some tweets, and I will answer you back. But let's get into this. Back to business. This first card, you see that lovely mother figure there holding that baby, cuddling that baby. So yes, it gives me those Empress vibes, like I said, where it could speak about creation, abundance, love, care, emotions. Those are big themes that could be important in this time. But creation in particular, nurturing as well. So maybe some of you need a little nurturing, a little connection with those around you, like someone to say everything will be okay, or this is somebody craving that from you. Okay. Moving to the next card, though, and none of these are giving me bad vibes, but as I said, very common with water signs. I see it almost every week. In every water sign, we have this etheric dreaminess. So that Four of Cups energy, where your mind could be extra active, super imaginative, super creative. This could be bringing a spotlight to your sleep states. Are you getting proper rest? Are you getting proper sleep? Watch your dreams as well, because this person is jotting something down. So take those into account as you move through the coming days and weeks, that you might be having important dreams or you need to rest up. Okay, your mind could be extra fruitful as well. But yeah, that's a common thing with water signs. I'm not surprised. But let's get into tarot now. We're going to shuffle it up and get you three in the upright and intuitively clarify, as we always do. So let's get this shuffle in here for my beautiful Cancer friends, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got? Now, last week's reading was a little bit dicey. The title of it was A Devil in Disguise. So obviously I knew that wasn't going to hit for every single Cancer in the world, but that devil energy was like sticking out like a thorn in the side. So hopefully you haven't been dealing with any dicey individuals or situations. The week before that, the reading was titled An Important Talk. So speaking about important topics, serious topics, like having a very important heart-to-heart with somebody could have been in the cards as well. But we'll see what we have for you this week. You know, energies are always shifting and changing. We're hoping for some positivity as we move on into this new year. Okay, first card out. Okay, we have the Five of Cups. Doesn't tank the reading, of course, but let's get more out before we even talk on that Five of Cups, because that could be an individual in your life as well. That doesn't have to be you. Okay, these are all emotions that every human deals with from one time to another. Okay, we got the Ten of Wands. Is there something on your mind? Is there something bothering you, Cancer? Okay, that's just what I'm feeling with these first two cards, or it could be your person or a person in your life that's feeling all these. The Devil's still sticking around. So I'm just going to say this, Cancer, the way this reading is laid out already before we clarify, there's probably going to be some warnings in here. We might be touching on a few rough topics, and it's all good. That's what tarot's about, right? It's all about that journey of healing. But we're going to go through one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicier intuitive stuff, because the reading could just switch on a dime there. But in position number one, we got the Five of Cups. This is a card that's commonly referred to as the River of Tears. You see that person there, they're crying, they're upset. Usually depicted looking at spilt cups, but not the full ones. So this could be someone you're tied to that's hurting quite a bit. Similar to the Three of Swords in that way. Depression, sadness, those are the types of vibes whenever we get the Five of Cups. So you might be linked to somebody who's going through that. And in this time, seasonal depression is a very real thing. So that could be a signal of that as well. Now moving over, we got the Ten of Wands. That is a big card of burdens of all sorts, whether it's emotional burdens, physical burdens. Okay, something might be weighing on you heavy. This is also a warning to me about your physical health and vitality. like we said in the very beginning with this card, make sure you're getting proper rest, relaxation for the mind, body, and soul. Your recuperation is very important. Make sure you're getting the proper rest. Now, I'd say physically watch out for areas like your neck, your back, your spine when this card shows up. But we'll see what it's about. It might be something weighing on somebody, a little heavy here in this time, okay? And once again, if not you, someone else. But on the back end here, the devil card's sticking out once again, just like last week's, but except he was a clarifier last week. You might be tied to Capricorn with this card. Since we are in Capricorn at the time of this reading, I'll be a little extra optimistic, and this could speak about something that's coming your way in the season of Capricorn. But usually you know what the devil represents if it's not a person. It could be something that tempts you. It could be anything toxic. All those rough and tough things that a lot of readers speak on from time to time. Sometimes it could be somebody who's a little obsessive. It could be someone who's a little jealous as well. So I really want to dive in on all this a little more before I go ham on this devil, because it could be so many different things. It could even be an individual around you holding on to those devil traits. So we're going to see what's up with all this. We're going to jump in and clarify. Okay, we're going to get one more good shuffle in here for you, Cancer. We'll get these cards mixed up nice. So, my gods, talk to me. What do we got for Cancer, please? In December. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Okay, there's so many different ways to think of these cards. We're going to start in on this Five of Cups though, and as always, if you read cards yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to give any messages you're feeling down in the comments with your collective. I don't mind whatsoever. So let's see what's up with these Five of Cups. Is this some sort of healing journey? Are you purging something as well? That's an intuitive vibe I'm getting right off the bat before we even get the card for the Five of Cups. Purging some feelings. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So obviously the first thing, I'm feeling double things here. This could be a karmic thing with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, like maybe somebody around you getting a dose of karma. I think I got a very similar one for Scorpio last week, that somebody you're tied to, somebody you're linked to might be reaping some karma. They're reaping what they've sown, like what you put out, you get back in return. To me, this can absolutely be somebody who is really not satisfied with the speed that things are going, or somebody might be trying to make headway, might be trying to make progress, and they're not liking how long it's taking, because the Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. Showing it up in reverse, this is a card of impatience under the Five of Cups. So yeah, like something may have progressed in a bad way, or something might not be progressing properly. But this could easily just be somebody paying a karmic debt as well. So beware that. When karma gets involved in a reading, it usually sticks around for a while. So you might be linked to somebody that's paying off a karmic debt of some kind. And that is a whole subject in and of itself when we start talking about karma. But we're going to get into the Ten of Wands here, see what that's about. I feel like I don't need to hammer that point home. It is what it is. So the sadness, the dissatisfaction with something. Let's go in on this Ten of Wands. This is not the type of reading Kyle Claus likes to do. So let's see what's up with the 10. There's a 10 here. Thank you. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so you might be dealing with a disgruntled fire sign, or you might be having issues with a fire sign with the King of Wands in reverse. Now, to me, this whole middle is reading about your energy, and that's a big thing I get with the King of Wands. Somebody that knows where to put their energy. Are they putting it in the right place? In the coming days and weeks, you might feel a little zapped, like you're just here, there, and everywhere. You're just spilling out energy all over the place. So beware of that. This could be a little warning about your health, a little warning about your energy, and make sure you're putting your energy into worthwhile things. Of course, make sure you're getting proper healing, rest, relaxation, mind, body, soul. I always say that with the Ten of Wands. But the King of Wands in reverse, this is either that, somebody who's wasting their energy on certain things, not putting it in the right places. So it could be a warning about that and your health here when we have this King of Wands under the Ten of Wands. Okay, so make sure you're putting your energy to good and proper use, or you're healing yourself, taking care of yourself, not overextending yourself. We're going to go in on this devil, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow work. Kind of feels like we're doing a little shadow work right now, and we're still going to pull the bonus. So why is this devil here for Cancer, please? Okay, that card fell. I'm going to pick it up, though. Yeah, Three of Wands. popping out, flipping all the way down to the floor. We have a lot of fire here, Cancer. Now, you're going to want to watch your mind state. You're going to want to watch what you're manifesting and bringing forth. Now, you also might be dealing with an individual that's a little focused in or obsessed on something. So once again, we're getting another warning here on the back end with this Devil and this Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is all about the mind, all about the thought. So the double message here is, first off, watch what you're bringing forth to yourself. Watch your mind state in this time. Your manifestation powers could be a lot more potent than you think they are. So you might be creating something that you might not want to. Aside from that, this could be an individual who has like some obsessive tendencies or someone who's too hyper-focused on something. So beware of those. There's a couple of warnings in this spread for sure. I'll show you these cards together and you'll see what I mean. Tons of fire here. Tons of fire. And that could be good, being motivation, drive, but fire can also be rough. It could be tempers flaring up, things flaring up. But we're going to see what's up. We're going to go into the shadow work now. Let's do a quick little recap first here. Now, if you kindly look down in the box, Cancer, in position number 1, we have the Five of Cups, River of Tears with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This could be someone, like I said, who is just paying off a karmic debt, reaping what they've sown. Or it could be somebody who's not happy with the way something went down. This could be somebody who's sad, upset about the progress of something, whether it is like very slow progress or no progress whatsoever. Moving to the center, we got the Ten of Wands with the King of Wands in reverse. Where you're focusing your energy is super important here. Taking care of yourself, not overextending yourself, super important. Make sure you're taking care of your mind, body, and soul, because then you'll get much better results with whatever it is you're dealing with. But this could be a burden type of energy or somebody who's been focused on the wrong things. Very back end. Double warnings here in this spread. The Devil with the Three of Wands in the upright. If this is not an individual who has obsessive tendencies and is obsessed on something they shouldn't be thinking about, you're going to want to watch your thought process in this time, what you're creating, what you're manifesting and bringing forth to you. Now, I don't mean that everything you think of is going to automatically snap into reality. It doesn't work like that. But if there's something you're thinking about nonstop, whether good or bad, it usually has a way of finding itself to you. So watch your mind in this time. Please take a screenshot. We're going to get into the shadow work here real quick. And with the Shadowland Tarot, I say it every time I use this deck that it's illustrated in a dark way, so it forces us to look at the darker sides of the energies, which we're going to do. And tarot is an extremely potent tool, especially for doing shadow work. So we're going to see what Cancer might want to lean into in this time. See what we got for my friends. Okay, only take it if it hits, like I've already said. I don't want anyone to get upset. So we got the Two of Cups here, showing up first and foremost. Let's get that out. So your interpersonal relationships could be lingering in the shadows for whatever reason. Let's get two more. Thank you. Okay, yeah, Six of Wands. That's good. That's usually a victorious card. Watch out for any individuals that might be a little too egotistical when we have a card like that, especially when we're doing shadow work. Don't jump the shark or count your chickens before they hatch. That's another thing I think with that card. And we have the Five of Wands. This is very common in the shadows, all right? And once again, we have a lot of fire here, Cancer, but let's talk about these one by one. Once again, the rougher sides of these energies. Position number 1, we got the Two of Cups, interpersonal relationships. You could still have a scar that you're holding on to in regards to somebody that you've been linked with on an interpersonal type of way. For some of you, it could be romance. For some of you, you feel like you might not be getting a lot of help or assistance. That's what I think of, partnerships of all kinds with the Two of Cups, pardon me. So there could be scars that you might need to reflect on in regards to that, okay? Maybe you feel like you're putting in more effort than another individual. But moving over to the center, we have the Six of Wands. Also, I already said, usually a card of victory, happiness, and joyousness, but you may have dealt with somebody that has quite a bit of an ego on them, or somebody that feels like they've won it all when they haven't secured that win. So in this time, you're going to want to make sure that you don't count your chickens before they hatch. That's what this card says to me. And steer clear of any individuals that have too big of an ego. Moving to the very back end, we got the Five of Wands, the card of conflict. Now, for some of you, you could have had issues from being a little too confrontational, okay? Sometimes people invite confrontation into their life, and that's what this could mean in the rough end. For some of you, it could easily just be feeling that it's always one thing after another, like the universe is always throwing things at you, and you don't get a chance to take a breath. So This kind of stuff is laying in the shadows, but this can also be a card of determination and seeing something through, not giving up. So I feel like that's the big message we have here on the back end, not to give up, to keep seeing something through, okay? Even if the universe is testing you one after another. But Cancer, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. It's your last chance to get your name in for the December subscriber surprise, where I'll be picking 3 lucky winners to have their choice of either the beautiful Tarot of Dreams or free personal reading with myself. So if you'd like to enter, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, you need to let me know down in the comments what tarot card makes you happy whenever you see it show up in the reading. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, which is only a few days away, I'll put the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, much love. I'll see you next time.